In this video, we are making Hainanese chicken rice with super tender and juicy chicken. This dish originated from Hainan, but it grew so popular that it became one of the national dishes in Singapore. Well, hold on a second. Let me briefly introduce you to the history of this Hainanese chicken rice. This dish was initially introduced by the Hainanese immigrant and was adapted from the Hainanese dish Wenchang chicken. This savory dish soon gained its popularity in Singapore and became the national dish of Singapore. Okay, now I learned that this savory dish does not only refer to one recipe. Sitting at the other side of the continent, we're gonna think how we're gonna make this. So let's get started. Usually the Hainanese chicken is served as bai ji with the rice, so it's called a bai ji fan. In this version of mine, I actually put in turmeric powder, just that because I personally like the flavor and the color of turmeric on chicken. For the chicken that we've purchased, is actually not one full chicken from head to toe. A portion of this is already taken out. I don't know how it's gonna affect the presentation of this dish, but we will see. First of all, you have to wash and rinse the chicken. The key step is to find some excess fat and save it for later use. Now it's time to give the chicken a spa treatment. Rub the chicken with salt. Run the chicken in cold water so that the skin will be tightened up. By running it in cold water or soaking it in a pot of cold water actually get the impurity out. This step will help you to get a nice clear chicken broth later on. One thing, lemongrass. Lemongrass is going to bring out the flavor, so we're going to cut it into chunks so that we can use it later. Let's get ready for the chicken broth. Get ready a pot of boiling water that is sufficient for you to soak the whole chicken. Get ready the chicken. Again, let's do it. 2. Soak it in a couple of times. 3. 4. Soaking for a few minutes. Soak it, soak it. See, the color is coming out. The turmeric yellowish color. It looks yummy, isn't it? Once you get the temperature stabilized, it's time to soak for another 10 more minutes. Now it's definitely ready. Knowing the chicken is cooked or not actually based on experience, but I believe after that 10 extra minutes of soaking, it is ready to get out of the spa area. We can tell actually from the color of the skin. The reason for the whole process is to keep the soft tenderness of the chicken skin, and while the inside is cooked and remains soft and tender as well. In order to preserve the gelatin in between the skin and the poached chicken, usually we have to soak it in ice cube water for a little while. However, as you can see from this outcome, it seems like by skipping this process doesn't make a big difference. Part 2, getting ready for the chicken rice. That's how the chicken broths come handy. You can see that the chicken broth is actually crystal clear, and you can scoop sufficient amount for your rice. Let's put the rice in the rice cooker while we prepare for the sauce for dipping the chicken. For a good Hainanese chicken rice, the star is not the chicken, but in fact it's the rice. Remember the trim that we saved early on? Before sending the chicken to the spa area, I have in fact kept aside some of the trimming, and this is where we're going to use it. This comes handy when we make the chicken rice. You can start seeing this chunk of fat turning brown. Start adding chunk of gingers, couple cloves of garlic, and bring them to a fragrance. This is a simplified version of the chicken rice. If you would like to have a more detailed version of the rice, feel free to drop me a line and I will actually produce another video to show you the full version of the flavored rice. Now let's get the rice cooker to do the magic while we prepare the most important part of the dish, the dip. To get something to resemble the Singapore sweet chili sauce is definitely not something easy. Along with the Thai chili, I put in garlic, ginger, together with a dash of salt and sugar, teaspoon of the brewed and sambal. In order to have the citrusy kick in the sauce, we need calamansi, but this is not the easiest thing to find across the continent. The closest thing I can find is a lime. It might not give you the citrusy kick that calamansi provides, but well, it works well for now. So let's get the juice out of it. Now let's get everything in a good mix. This is actually very close to the fruity chili sauce that I have in Southeast Asia. Another typical sauce to go with the Hainanese chicken rice is the ginger scallions. Very simple, put ginger, scallions, salt and sugar in a heat-proof bowl and pour some sizzling hot oil into the mixture. Here we go. Because the chicken is so pure, we'll basically be able to turn the chicken into a new dish with every different sauce that we make. Thank you for staying with me to the last part, which is the presentation of the dish. Hope you guys give it a try and let me know how it went, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This video is brought to you by Kitchen Thing. Don't forget to subscribe to get your next inspiration from us.